Alright, as promised, this is Uncanny Origins. This is the first issue of this short-lived Marvel series that, if you ask me, should have ran for years. This is one of Marvel's 99-cent titles, and one common denominator with those books was that nobody involved was really bothering. This is the best of that lot. This is the most purposeful, the most unique, the most brilliantly envisioned, and it is perfectly priced at 99 cents. I would imagine without the other crapola that Marvel put out, the other 99-cent stuff, your Avengers Unplugged, your Untold Tales of Spider-Man, your Over the Edge, without them drowning out the one that should exist, this would have lasted longer or been seen by more eyes. This first issue focuses on Cyclops, much like DC's Secret Origins. It retells the origins of characters. Our art is by Dave Edgar Hoover, and for this title he has embraced a very stylized, all ages, cartoony appearance. Some might say colour and book style comic art. I think it demonstrates many things about Dave Edgar Hoover, the least of which was that his 90s affectations were just that. He was a quality, capable artist who could then add a style on top of whatever he was doing. He could give Rachel Diamond legs for days, or he could draw an entire comic like this. If you are wanting me to get much into Cyclops's origin, I am sorry to disappoint, but the majority of this video is going to be talking about how legitimately brilliant I think Uncanny Origins is in concept. I will say I ate this shite in Cyclops's backstory, the aliens and the shite-arse empire. No thanks to all of that. The origin we have in this is a combination of Cyclops's origin as shown in Excellent Men 39, 40, 41 and 42, and then this alien stuff comes from some Christopher Clairvoyant one. This is why I don't do much Excellent Men comics these days. My knowledge on specific Christopher Clairvoyant comics is lacking. Also, we have some stuff that comes from issues of Extra Factors and Classical Excellent Men, the stuff with Sinestro. My opinion on Cyclops's origin, and it is true of most the Excellent Men, I don't feel they need origins. Their powers happened. That is what their origins should be. When you start adding all these fantastical details, all these Christopher Clairvoyant style details about aliens and Cyclops's dad being a space pirate, You take away the entire appeal of most these characters, that they could be you. Cyclops is just a random kid with eye laser powers. That is all he needs to be. But the fact that so many of the excellent men have these lives, these Christopher clairvoyant lives, where nobody is normal, it absolutely ruins the entire cast, really. What is great about Uncanny Origins is that it could have been a tremendous tool for Marvel. This is a series that could act as an amazing gateway for new readers. Not only are they being handed a purpose-built introductory story, but it is also priced cheaper. It is a terrific weapon here, and it is a shame that it didn't last longer. This series lasted 14 issues, and the 14 heroes they each featured were covering a lot of different corners. There was a lot of excellent men. That's fine though. We did get some variety. Let's see if I can remember all 14 issues, actually. I don't think I can, but let's try it. Issue 1 is this, obviously. Issue 2 is The Flash. Issues 10 and 11 are Black Cat and Dark Knight. The final issue, issue 14, is Iron Fist. I think the most infamous one boasts the most obscure and least popular of all the heroes featured. That is issue 4, which is Firestorm. I will come back to talking about that issue after not managing to name all 14 issues. I am at 6 so far. They do Storms. They do the Smurf from The Excellent Men. Both of them. They do Venom. They do Hulk. I am at 11. Doctor Strange. That's 12. Daredevil. And Wingman. I am happy with myself there. I got all 14. Did not anticipate that. As you can probably tell from that list I just ran through, we have so many major Marvel heroes still left to cover. Spider-Man, Captain America, Fantastic Force, Ghost Driver, Thor, Punisher. What I like about Uncanny Origins was that they were spreading them out well. It would be easy to rush in and do 14 issues of the 14 most popular Marvel characters. But they mixed in popular but not main characters like The Flash or Dark Knight. And then there is the Firestorm issue, which hints at a potential to go even beyond the obvious. He was the outlier. He was the one character they covered who, still to this day, has never even had his own series before. It is actually one of the most interesting issues because we have never really had his origin story told, as anything but exposition. But there are other characters like that which the series could sneak in had it continued. What it does is, and this is something I have praised a lot, it elevates a character like Firestorm to make him seem equal to Cyclops or Hulk or whoever. To a newcomer, they are not seeing Firestorm as an oddball choice. They are seeing Firestorm with a fresh set of eyes, where his origin is given as much page time and effort as Cyclops. There is some of our other 99-cent titles. To look at them, we have books that are quite wisely aiming themselves at a potentially younger audience. And then we have Untold Tales of Spider-Man, which is Kurt Busey's obnoxiously smug insertion of his own trash into Stanley Lee and Steve Ditman's stories. There is so much possible with Uncanny Origins, though. This is the perfect 99-cent title. I have been thinking in my head all the other characters they didn't do, or that they could do, and I am trying to think of some other good examples of Firestorm-style ones. Ace of Spades, he could be a good one for an issue of Uncanny Origins. So could C-3PO. He has quite a simple but easy to expand origin. Captain Stingray. Barney the dinosaur. Did somebody say Shamrock?
No. Hey, what about Orc the Slayer?
Yeah, sure, give him an issue. Before I end, if anyone is using my channel as a news source, Marvel and Hasbro are putting out a Ron Spaceman omnibus next year. They have also announced the Master Edition of the Andy books is getting an omnibus, and the way that it has been phrased, it seems that they are reordering them into alphabetical order, but the bad news is that they are maybe having to split it between 2 volumes. Uncanny Origins gets my 7 thumbs up because, in theory, it is brilliant.